to go ahead and actually do some more YouTube channel reviews. This time I'm going to go ahead and actually take a look at TV and movie review channels to see the ones that I actually enjoy getting some of my reviews from, and see, maybe I'll go ahead and actually give you one or two things on there that you might like to go ahead and actually take a look at. If that sounds intriguing to you, do me a favor, click like, share, subscribe. Let me go ahead and actually go review of some of these review channels that I like. So first up, I gotta go ahead and actually go with my OG, the one that actually really inspired me to go ahead and actually become a reviewer on YouTube. As you can see, the subscriber base is a little different between his and mine, but hey, maybe one day I'll get there. But it's John Campea. Now, the John Campea show is obviously run by the namesake, John Campea. John Campea. Okay, stop mispronouncing his name. Bad boy. All right. So for me, I go ahead and actually just tell you why I like his channel. Right, is because John has been in the business of movie review business since like the late 2000s, what have you. He's been out there. He's worked for AMC Theaters, Collider, all that kind of good stuff. Um, that's where I went and actually found him as far as when he was doing movie talk on AMC. Loved it. He had a whole little panel, and it was a whole bunch of people that he's kind of like, he was the Walter Cronkite. Okay, older folks, y'all not gonna get that. Brian Williams, nah, because Brian Williams lies. He is the moderator. He's the one that gives you the information. He's very practical. Sometimes people will go ahead and actually say he's pretentious. Might be a little bit. John's a smart guy, okay? But he actually gives you informative news. He tells you about the movie business, all that kind of stuff, right? And he goes and actually delivers in a way that you can really digest it, especially when it comes to like the financing aspect of things and budgets and what's the practicality of the studios going and actually working, doing this or making these types of business moves and things like that. He really breaks things down like that. And he actually reviews movies as well. So I really enjoy his opinion. He has worked better when he actually has a panel of people that are kind of like, they think differently than him, they communicate differently. You can kind of bounce his kind of very black and white type of approach. They actually will go ahead and actually bounce things off of him and makes it more entertaining. The show has gone through some transitions over the last several months or so. So I don't know if the show is going to look like how it looks, going forward. I'm not entirely sure. But he does some excellent content. If you go and actually take a look on here, he already has things like, the news topics. He has the open mic segments where he goes and actually has people go and actually issue questions to him, all that kind of good stuff. The regular John Campea show, which is usually over an hour long, has great production and things like that to it, so it's very good. He also obviously has his own little reviews, has editorials, all that kind of good stuff. There's a lot of bits of information that you can really get from being on his channel and get educated on a lot of things that are going on in movies. Again, it is a review channel that will go and actually break down the latest and greatest of movies every single day. And he actually has just recently in the past several months has actually started a podcast as well. So for me, the John Campea is one of the best in the business or what have you. So reviewing movies, reviewing television, all that kind of good stuff. People that will really want that daily dose of news and things like that will really like this channel, as well as kind of dealing with like Hollywood rumors and business dealings and all that kind of stuff. So, John Campea, for me, the best reviewer out there as far as like doing TV news reviews and things like that. I gotta go ahead and actually give it to John. That's to do right there. Now, let's go ahead and actually talk about my guy Justin Martin, who runs Black Media Man Cave. Now, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the description of this one. Lifelong lover of black movies. Have you been looking for a place that celebrates often underappreciated black movies? Well, look no further because on this channel, I look back at and review, commentate on all the urban, hood, melanated movies from the past and sometimes the present. That's what I gotta have on Black Media Man Cave, and that's what he describes his channel as. Now, for me personally, I will tell you that I love it because it reviews on so many movies that I don't think ever got either any kind of review or very general, sparse mainstream media reviews. Or even if they did go ahead and actually get reviews, it was through the lens of the typical movie critics. And let's just be honest, uh, at their best, they just don't have the experience, the life experience, and perspective to kind of really give an honest opinion in regards to what those kinds of movies means to black people. At their worst, they project their misgivings, their misconceptions and misunderstandings out there for the whole masses that may go ahead and actually not understand it, and then they're just like, oh, that movie, I can't relate to that movie, and then boom, it's out there for what have you. So the fact that Black Media Man Cave goes and actually takes the opportunity to go and actually look at things now through the lens of being a black man. Okay. So the Man Cave is giving like a critical look at how a movie was produced through a unique perspective. He critically looks at the acting, the script, cinematography, all that stuff, everything that makes a movie. And then he evaluates it from that time period. And then how does it translate to today? It'll be interesting to see him go ahead and actually develop and grow, because I would love to go and actually see him bounce off other collaborators and creators and things like that for other opinions or what have you, because he's an intelligent dude. You can see that he has an eye for detail as far as movies and all that kind of stuff, and it will really be advantageous to do that. As you kind of go and actually take a look on here, all the different types of videos that you can expect to be on here. I mean, whether you're talking about uh, the Jacksons, the House Party series, Soul Food, Tales from the Hood, all that kind of stuff. School Days, New Jersey Drive, Meteor Man, what? Boomerang, Last Dragon, Love Last Dragon for myself. And there are all the various different things on there. Strictly Business, Class Act, Above the Rim, all that kind of stuff. And one of the playlists that I will tell you right here, well, two playlists that I am particularly intrigued in, is that I don't think that you're ever going to see a more concerted effort of having black exploitation movies that have come out since the early 70s all the way through today. He's got them contained in these Black's History Month playlists. So those are awesome as well. So that's what I like about this particular channel. It really reviews some stuff on there. Fans that are fans of black movies from all eras will definitely love this. Also, if you're fans of like well produced like movie criticism or breakdowns, he does a very good job of editing, putting in clips and things like that. Really done very well. And that's what I have for Black Media Man Cave. I think it's definitely one that you want to go ahead and actually check out if you're a lover of black films as a whole. Check them out. So, next on the list is Take It or Leave It. Now, this is a unique review channel right here. Let's take a look at the description. This is run by Chad Joyce and says, I originally created this channel to talk movies with fellow film appreciators, and while that's still very much a part of what this channel is about, I've been slowly incorporating a new aspect to the channel, which is based on a major goal of mine to connect and direct mainstream viewers to non mainstream film TV content. This became important to me when I started to notice folks saying there's nothing to watch. What I came to understand is that most of the time, this meant that folks were out of mainstream content. So I want to help by directing them towards non mainstream content that they would have liked had they only known about it in the first place. And if you're a fellow non mainstream content appreciator like myself, then you'll get value as well via my weekly recommendations and reviews of recently released non mainstream films and TV. When you look at Take It or Leave It, these are videos that you may not have seen these at all. Things like The Ones You Didn't Burn, New Religion, Elderly, Sanctuary, Influencer, a lot of various different movies and films and shows, what have you, that I don't recall ever going actually getting advertisement out there, but he actually does a very quick breakdown, usually between 2 to 4 minutes or so, of kind of breaking down various different films for you. Looking for things that go a little bit deeper on there. He, as you can see, he has a whole thing as far as Halloween series, all that kind of stuff. movie reviews that go all the way on down. He's got some shorts and things like that down here as well. But when you go ahead and actually look at a channel like this is an important niche of actually showing us films and TV shows that you normally wouldn't go and actually see advertised out there. And that's awesome. It's a new way of going actually looking at things, giving us more content because there's so much content out there for us to go and actually break down. How do you go and actually find it? Well, here's another content creator that's going to go and actually give you some food for thought. It's really awesome to see like that. Now, go ahead and actually he gives excellent insights as to why a casual viewer will go and actually get value out of these films. And I like people that give real opinions, meaning that he kind of breaks it down as far as, hey, you might like this, you might not like that. This is for you, maybe not. And then for me, Philly's like a kindred soul because we do a very similar type of thing, and that's kind of like comparing it to like other mainstream films or content or whatever is like that to go ahead and actually give some relation. So if it takes inspiration from a certain film or has a very similar theme or what have you, just to give people a frame of reference so that they can know, this is what I can expect in there. So I really love this type of content and the reviews that go on here. So this one right here, take it or leave it. It's really out there for you if you are a fan of movies, especially of like cult classic types of films and things like that, or a real movie fan that really kind of dives in there, that you like getting stuff off the beaten path. I think you could go ahead and actually look at Take It or Leave It. Check out some of his reviews and see if it's one that you could go and actually add on to. Check them out. Hopefully, you got a couple of new reviewers that you might want to go ahead and actually gather up. Got one that's a mainstream, gives you with all the mainstream stuff out there, current events and all that kind of good stuff. Got another one that'll go ahead and actually, if you are a lover of black movies and from way back in the day or current ones, you got another one to go to. And then you got one that'll go and actually give you something off the beaten path. A lot of great reviewers, great personalities. Go and actually give them a try. If you like that or you like any of my other reviews, go and actually subscribe to the channel, give me the likes, all that stuff to make the channel grow. But until next time, I'll holler at you. Take care of yourself.